Everyone, it's Joe from WHR Marketing, and today I'm going to show you how to rank your content on page 1 of Google with Surfer SEO. I'm going to try and be as quick as possible today without editing this video. So I'll start backwards. I'll start with keyword research. So if we go to here, keyword research, okay, I've already typed this in ready for this video. If you type a keyword that you want to rank your content for, I'm going to go with OnPage SEO, so that you would just type it there, click run keywords. You can choose which country you want to target those keywords in. So I've got the US, so I'll just click and show you what that will look like on here. So OnPage SEO. So here's the keyword. It's got a search volume of around 2,400 per month, and then we've got similar words that we can build our content around. Okay, and what I'm going to really look for, what I like doing, is looking for questions. So as we can see, what is on-page SEO? Is there any others? How to do on-page SEO? Those are the types of questions we could target and turn into content. So I'm going to focus on what is on-page SEO. So I've got that through my keyword research. Now I can go to the SERP Analysis and see what's happening with this keyword on Google. So again, you would type your one on here, whatever keyword you're looking for. I've done it already, so I'll just click here to speed up the process. What is on-page SEO? And what that's going to do, it's going to show you a graph like this. So if you see the Google top 10 results, the average word count is around 2,867. As you can see, longer articles than that are actually ranking lower than this optimal level. So we want to aim for around 2,867 words if we were targeting that question. If we scroll down, okay, this is what's so brilliant about Surfer. We've got the Google top 10 results and beyond that, based on the keyword what is on-page SEO. Okay, if you see here, you can see the green ones, the green shields here, that's where the domain score is pretty high, so they're going to be harder to outrank. So what we really want to try and outrank is these red, or if there's a yellow one too, with these shields. Okay, so if for someone with such a low domain ranking, that means this person must have some great content on what on-page SEO is. Okay, on this side we've got the content score rated by Surfer. So what we want to do with this, we want to rank higher. We want to get it more in the green zone, more towards 100% than these articles here. So as you can see, this well, it's obviously Moz. They've got a great domain score as it's Moz, but their content optimization for that keyword could actually do with some leveling up. Okay, so this is a great feature in Surfer Pro. From that, we've got more detailed analysis, so you can see the types of keywords that are on the top 10 pages. So if you're going to rank some content, you can see all 10 pages from 1 to 10 on all 10 pages on Google 1 to 10 have this keyword or keyword phrase within the content. Same with this one, you can see. So where there's 10 out of 10 pages ranking for that, okay, you're going to know you're going to need to include these keywords on that page. Whereas, for example, improve on-page SEO, there's only one page out of the 10 that has it. So it's obviously you can use that, but the ones that you really want to include are the ones all top 10 are including, because that's suggesting that the algorithms are hitting those keywords to rank your page higher if you've included those. We've got the questions too. So these are the questions that these pages have. So where it says overlapping pages, those are the I think it's 1 to 20 actually in this. Out of the 20 top pages on Google for what is on-page SEO, 4 pages have that question, 4 have this, and so on. So 3. So you can see all these overlapping. So what is SEO on-page and off-page SEO? So 2 out of the 20 have that. So you want to look at these questions as well. Again, popular words, These are 30 words that are used on the page at least twice. So look at the highlighted words. So we definitely need page and SEO. But then you've got words like illustration, content, description. So we want to include those highlighted words on our page. We'll do the same thing for popular phrase. So look at this, 30 phrases up to 4 words that are used on the page at least twice, sorted by the number of occurrences. So we've got page SEO. These are good ones here. We're going to need to include SEO metrics, pillar pages, page specific, first page. So those are the types of phrases we want to include. Common words. Look at this. Out of the top 10 pages on Google for what is on-page SEO, they all include the words website, keywords, page, content, SEO, and site. 9 include links, Google, find, rank, optimize, pages, importance, users. So again, if you're writing the content yourself, you've got all of this data, okay, to optimize your content for your specific keyword. On the other hand, if you outsource your content, you can provide all this to your writers, so they've got an amazing template which they cannot fail to hit the optimization for those keywords with all this data you're giving them. Common phrases again, 10 out of 10 have search engines and page SEO. 8 out of 10 have search results and search engines. There's 2 more bits on this I want to show you. So prominent words and phrases, and a brilliant one for off-page SEO is the common backlinks feature. So if we go to, we'll just go straight into that common backlink. So if you look here, competitors in the top 20 that have this a backlink from this domain. So 14 out of 20 have a backlink from business to community. So if we click here, we can see all 14 out of 20. We can see them down here, and we can see the exact page. For example, if I click on it, from business to community, that has a backlink to our competitors for that keywords, for those keywords, sorry. And what that means, if there's 14 out of 20, 14 competitors out of 20 getting a backlink from this website, then they're more likely to get a backlink from you. So that must mean they either accept guest posts. Okay, so you can reach out to write a piece of content with a link back to your content on, and in this case it would be on what is on page SEO. Okay, there's some easy ones on here as well. We could obviously, if you're a digital marketing agency, being registered on Clutch could be an easy one. Let's have a look down. A blog here, Feedspot blog, is not hard to get on. And LinkedIn articles are really useful. Okay, I won't go into detail, but there's so much to play with in that feature alone. Okay, on the SERP Analyzer. Now I'm going to go to Content Planner. So let's do the same thing. So I've typed in what is on page SEO, and I'll show you how this works. You type your keyword or domain that you want to rank for over there. So this is such an important topic in SEO now. Cluster keywords. Okay, so look at all these different clusters they're giving us. So if we're talking about SEO technical, then you've got a cluster of keywords that you want to include within your article. Also, we've got the user intent. So these are all informational articles in this case. But what I'll type in on-page SEO and find, and then I'll find the actual group of keywords that I'm really looking for. Okay, so we'll look at this cluster here, on-page SEO. So if I open these up, okay, it's got the keyword difficulty here, the total traffic by ranking for these keywords, and the monthly search volume. So look at all these keywords we want to include within our article. Okay, and then we can send that to the content editor, which I'm sure is what you're all waiting to see in a minute, which I'm going to make some content using that. Okay, so that's the cluster we're going to focus on. I've already sent that to the content editor, so we'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Before we do that, I just want to show you the audit tool. One last thing. So this is an article I've already created on my website. So this is a Semrush review, and what this does, the audit, it audits my content against the top 10 on Google, okay, for that keyword. So for Semrush review, I just wanted to show you this because I need to optimize it. Your content score is 65, so improve your content by at least 3 for the best results. So if I look at this, mine is 65, and the top one is optimized at 90. So you can see all of these. There's number 2, 8, 9, and 10. So we need to improve that. How do we improve that? So missing common backlinks. So it's going to show me some missing common backlinks. Medium, very easy to get backlinks from. Okay, so I should be on one of my Medium pages. I can even syndicate that content, okay, and get a link back. Another one, LinkedIn, posting your articles on LinkedIn with a link back to your content is another easy way. Reddit, okay, answering useful questions. So I can get lots of these missing backlinks to drive, first of all, my content score up, but second of all, traffic back and backlinks back to that page. Internal links, it shows you the types of pages you should be driving internal links back. So this is another easy one. If I've done an Ahrefs review, why haven't I put a link back to Semrush? Even though I know I've mentioned Semrush in that review, I could link back to that review, and the same for Longtail Pro. Okay, so there's easy internal links that I've missed. Okay, so again, that's going to drive authority and link juice to those pages. Now, this is a really good one because I can review the list of important terms that I haven't included. So if I sort by actions, if you look here, all of these words, add 3 to 6, 2 to 4 on the top 10, this is the average amount of words that they're using for these keywords. So I've got no SEO tool words on that page when 5 of my competitors have in the top 10. And again, keyword overview, 5 have and I've got 0. So there's loads of optimization for these keywords that I need to add. Look at all those words if I scroll down. So there's so much opportunity to improve in my content, and it even tells you the ones where I've got some but I could add some more, and then all the words that are all good in the optimal range. Now if you look at the word count, okay, I haven't got enough words, so I need to add roughly another 2,629 words in the body. If I show the details, look, we've got the nice charts. This is the average amount of content. Okay, so number 1 on Google has written a Semrush review article at 6,529 words when I've only written 2,629. So that we can see that shows we need more in-depth content. Again, I've got too many words in the H2s to H6s. I don't use H6s, but my H2s, I've got too many words, so it's probably over optimized for that. I need to add more words in the paragraph. You can see me in purple over there, okay, compared to my competitors, and there's more down here. So I need to reduce the number of exact keywords in my H1. So I've got 2 where I need 1 like my competitors, and so on. So these audits are amazing to tell you what you need to improve on. Okay, I need to add more images. Again, if you wanted a content editor to do this for you, you can hire one, and you can give them this information on what you want. So again, whether it's yourself or your content editor, all the information is there for them or you. Okay, now we're going to get into the best feature. So content editor, which I would click here. I've already loaded one up for you. So we've got OnPage SEO. That's what we're going to look to create a page on. So the first thing it does, okay, we took all those keywords from the content planner over here when we looked at that cluster for OnPage SEO. So we took those keywords, and now it's started to work its magic. So now these are the top 10 competitors for that keyword on page SEO, okay, which is obviously a really hard word to rank for. So as you can see, the top 10 results, most of them have domain rankings of 8 or higher, so they're all green, okay. However, there's a couple of pieces of content, okay, which suggests to me, okay, that they're really great pieces of content that have low domain rating. So if you can see here, Terrakeet, well done to you, because their domain rating is 3, okay, which is pretty low, but the optimization score is 83, and to get onto page 1, that suggests that the content is better than the authority, which is amazing. So that's going to be a great piece of writing, so we definitely want to include that, okay. So we don't want to exclude these. So take that off, exclude. Same for arifs or hrefs. Moz is probably a bit too high, so we can exclude those. So we want to look at those other articles. Right, once we've chosen who we want to include to optimize in our articles, okay, then we can scroll down, and then it's going to come up with a suggested content structure. So the suggested amount of words for our article for on-page SEO would be 2,695, with roughly 24 headings, 100 paragraphs, and 35 images. Okay, all the terms for these top 10 that we want to include are all here, so I won't go through them. We can add more, okay, but that's those are the top ones that are appearing in all 10 articles. Okay, then we've got here included terms, and we've got natural language process. If we scroll down, then we've got topics and questions. Okay, so these questions we want to include within our article. Okay, so they've been ticked for. You can add your own ones yourself. Okay, where it says create new topic, if you think they haven't included a question that you wanted to include, add it yourself. Okay, so look at all these people also ask, sorry. Your competitors, they're all here, and Surfer has some suggestions here, but I'm going to stick with those questions there because I can see they're topics we want to include within our article. Note, so this is a section, for example, when you're hiring content writers, or if you have a content team, you can add some notes. So for example, you could say include an internal link to our Semrush review, for example. Okay, add an external link to this YouTube video, for example. Yeah, right, now when you click let's go, optimized content will be here. So this, the new Surfer SEO, so this is the 2.0, this is amazing. Okay, so we've got our content score up here. So obviously right now we're on 5, which is really low. We actually haven't got anything we wanted in there. If we scroll down, we've got all of these words we wanted to include. Okay, all of these are all clusters right here. So these are all included in the top 10 pages. So if we include all of those naturally, then we've got a greater chance of ranking on page 1 of Google. What we can do here as well, we've done the customize. Okay, that's the bit we just did. I'll go back to let's go. You can download the guidelines once you've finished and send them by email. For example, if you're people work in WordPress, you can send it to them. Okay, this button here is amazing, share. If you press copy link here, okay, then it doesn't matter, even if your content writer, okay, who's writing your content doesn't have Surfer SEO, if you send them the link, they can edit the draft you've given them, just like here, without even being logged in to Surfer SEO. So it'll be logged in through your account, which is amazing, because then they're going to have all of these words and phrases, okay, and so forth, that they can use to optimize their article. If I go back, we're going to start building a template. Okay, so we've got 0 words. It's going to keep building up our headings, paragraph and images, all of these words to include here, and we're going to start off by using a heading. Okay, so if we go to outline and outline builder, so these are what we want to send to our writers or use to write ourselves. So I'm going to go for this one. So it's already done the H1 for us, on-page ranking factors. While the way a website is optimized can influence its rankings, the way you optimize it can be incredibly helpful. So it's already optimized it for us in a H1. Okay, so now we can look at some headings. So these are common headings. Headers improve on-page SEO. Let me see that. Using a lot of header tags on pages helps in many ways with the search engine optimization process. So you can read through that. It's added content, and you can see right now our score is going up to 27 because we've got some optimized headings, and we're obviously flagging up for lots of those keywords from the top 10. Unique content. Internal linking is obviously important. Google's EAT, another one is important. Keyword frequency. So you can see we're building our H2s now, so our subheadings. Okay, and you can see our score is going up each time, and our word count is going up, our number of headings. Okay, again, I'm gonna show you what we can do. I'll just go up to 10. Okay, so right now we're at 47. Obviously we've got lots more headings we can add. Okay, then we've got our questions. So copy to clipboard, and if we're sending these to our content editor or writing them ourselves, we've now got a structure of questions that we want to answer. So we can call this on-page SEO FAQs. Okay, so now we've got a set of FAQs, and we can answer each of those down there. Okay, whilst we've got all our headings up here. If you prefer the answers to be given for you instead of writing it yourself, okay, you can take these away, and for example in the same question box you've got them all here with an answer. Okay, so we can start adding these and editing them appropriately after, because when you have AI generated software, the answers aren't always going to be to your liking or to your tone, but what they do provide is an unbelievable structure of writing. Imagine if you're a writer, or even if you do your own writing yourself for your blog, okay, and you've got all of this as an outline. Okay, you just need to edit it into your tone of voice with your own knowledge and facts too. Okay, you can see already we're going up to 62 in our content score. I'll just keep adding these. Like I said, the important part is to edit it at the end. Okay, so while I paused it, I just briefly basically put some paragraphs in by just putting a space to get it over 100 paragraphs. I shortened the headers to 59. As you can see, I need to take some words out to get it in the optimum range and add some images. Obviously I'll do that in WordPress with my content editor, but as you can see I'm already in the green score, 72. So when I add those images, take out some words, and the good thing about having more words here is that I know there's going to be a few fluff words in here. So once I start reducing, hopefully naturally, once I've started turning the content into my own style of writing, changing some of the ideas, okay, I can shorten it to make the sentences more punchy rather than fluff. So it's going to naturally go between that 2,695 to 3,099 word count, which will obviously send this optimization towards the 80-90%, particularly when I've added those images. Okay, so if we look at maybe we look at our competitors here. Click here, so we're on 72%. So look, we've already got a content score above the top one, above number 5, number 8 and number 9. So really adding those things, like I said, those images, and reducing the word count, and then possibly hitting more of these keywords in here, we could easily get up to the 80-90% range. Okay, so usually I wouldn't say just use all of this content and add it to your WordPress or your website. Okay, use the headlines, adjust them, provide them to your content editor. If you're doing it yourself, edit the information what's in here. What this is supposed to be used as is a template, okay, to optimize your content, not the be all and end all. Okay, so we'll want you to go back and edit it yourself. Don't just copy and paste it. But for the purpose of this, I thought, why not today? Why don't I try and do this for the first time by simply copy and paste it all and see if we can rank without editing it at all. All I'll do is add some images, okay, and maybe a YouTube video, and then we'll see what this does 3 months down the line. Okay, I'll run it through a Copyscape plagiarism detector, and if it comes up good, then we'll just leave it there, and then in a few months time I'll leave the article of this link in the description so we can see how it starts to rank. Okay, we can see, I don't know personally, will this rank without my own editing? So let's have a look. Okay, before we go, please like and subscribe to our channel so we can produce more content like this. Okay, we have an exclusive Surfer SEO discount in the description, so click that to receive $10 off each month. We also are going to do a video on Surfer SEO with Jarvis. Okay, so where's my Jarvis? Here's Jarvis. So I've got Surfer SEO on the left side and my Jarvis writing tool on the right side. So that's going to be the next video. So check that out, because I know you probably heard a lot of things about Jarvis too. So I want to show you both of those working together in action. Okay. We also have our SEO services. If you ever want any SEO services, okay, come to us. I'll leave a link in the description for our SEO packages. Okay, and more importantly than that, check out our blog. Okay, because we've got tons of useful blog ideas for you. We've got our Amazon FBA tools, dropshipping, SEO tools, and WordPress and web hosting reviews, to name a few. So you can check through all of those. Okay, look at, we've got tons of articles here for you. Okay, I'm Joe from WHR Marketing. See you next time.